Hey, my name is Patrick Ramy, and I'm the owner of Lethal Shadows.
Patrick, what is Lethal Shadows?
So Lethal Shadows Gaming started a long time ago, but our company right now is doing tabletop accessories, miniatures, painting accessories, and it just started with us doing work for our own table, for our own friends, and a lot of them are in the industry. We're in the Seattle area, and they were like, this is better than most of the stuff available out there. So I would buy this, you know.
So you guys just started out as like a group of friends making terrain and custom minis and stuff for your table games?
Yeah, exactly, for our home game, and it just really blossomed into this. We had an amazing local game store who the owner is just as enthusiastic about minis as we are, and they're like, we would carry this in store if you sold us. So it really birthed that about 2019.
Since 2019, so you're fairly not new to the space. You've been around for 4 years.
Yeah. I mean, we've been nerds for our whole lives, but as a company, yeah, we've been working in this space since 2019.
Now talk about what you have on offer here. I see dice, I see minis, I see coasters.
Oh man, we've got all sorts of stuff. So from the start of the beginning of the booth here, we've got fully painted minis ready to pick up and just play or display, custom crafted terrain. We've got dice now, we have unpainted miniatures, coasters, we even have earrings. We even have notebooks. Notebooks are sold out already with our class designs, so a little bit of everything, and we're trying to be a one-stop shop for those RPG players, right? You can come in, our stuff is game agnostic, so you can use it in D&D, you can use it in other fantasy RPG systems. A lot of the local makers here for game publishers have come out and said, hey, maybe we can work on some minis together. So that's like, we really cater to anything that's fantasy related.
So talk about like the process. Like you have resin minis and dice. Do you guys do those yourself, or do you outsource those to a manufacturing company?
So we manufacture all of our minis ourselves right here in the Washington area. So every single miniature here has been printed by us, hand cleaned and processed by us. The dice we design and we have made overseas. And the coasters, we have a full laser shop, so we actually do all the coaster designs are our own, and we actually process and cut them all ourselves.
Now, like, do you and your group have a history of like designing? Like you guys 3D artists, Blender artists?
Man, so we have an amazing group of friends here. We've got sculptors that have worked on video games, they've worked in Bungie, they've worked in Funko, they've worked in a lot of awesome places. We've got 2D illustrators that have worked all over. So we have a very talented group of friends, and we've all kind of banded together to make this happen. I might be leading it, but this ship would not run without all of them, so I'm really grateful for them.
To paint some perspective, no pun intended, how long does it take to design a mini, get it to mass market, and even like you're even paint it in your case?
Yeah, so we're actually a full service shop. So we do offer custom miniature services, both for individuals and for companies. So for example, a player character model, that can take a couple of weeks to sculpt, and we do check-ins with the customer on the way. And once they've approved it, prototyping it, getting ready for printing, and printing the first one, probably take a week. And then once that's all good and good to go, bringing it to market is just a matter of producing on the go.
So for the non-custom stuff, like your standard array of minis you can just buy off the site as is, like is the process equally as long?
Yeah, so the cool thing about that is that if you see something on the site, that has already been designed, prototype printed, fully confirmed as ready to go. So when you order something off the site, it's an unwritten rule. We don't officially have it on the site anywhere, but we usually ship within 48 hours. And that's just print on the go, good to go there.
So you print to order, basically, made to order.
Yeah, absolutely. Our stuff's made to order, and we like to use the term master grade. It's not just a buzzword, it actually means something. When you're doing injection molding, you'll have masters made that are very high quality, so that you can make the mold off of that. So those companies come to us to buy masters. So every model you get from us directly is literally master grade. It has not been degraded by molds being pulled and reused. It's going to be perfect every single time.
And since you kind of made to order, that makes the mold last a lot longer, I would imagine, too, unlike bigger companies where they can only do so many before they have to replace it.
Yeah, so us being made to order, we will actually print it to order, so there's actually no mold involved at all.
So resin printing, right?
Yeah, we'll resin print it to order, and yes, it's perfect every single time.
For those 3D printer, for those printer connoisseurs out there, can you go into detail about what kind of resin printer you use, as well as the type of resin?
Yeah, so obviously we started printing just for fun for our table. So we started with off-the-shelf machines, but I'm very picky and I'm also mechanically inclined. So I ended up tweaking and then just working with print manufacturers to see how we can better design, better work. So we've worked with manufacturers to improve their printers, and we ended up just making our own printers, just sourcing the raw pieces and then doing the programming configuration ourselves. So right now we're actually doing our own printers. People have asked if we're going to ever sell those, bring them to market. That's not in our business model right now. It's something we've considered.
One business at a time here, right?
Exactly, and same thing with the resin. We started with off-the-shelf consumer-grade resin, and then between shortages and supply lines and not getting the same quality of resin every time, we ended up just going to blending our own. So we're actually blending our own resin at this point, and it's just been great. Once again, we've been asked, are we going to bottle it and sell it, because people love the mass and the heft that we have in our models, and also the durability. I mean, they are resin, there's still some fragile effect to that, but they're more sturdy than the average model.
If I start talking about fine cast, we'll be here for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. So right now we are not going to bottle our resin for now. That's a whole other business, as I said. But yeah, we'll get that going.
So do you mind if I ask what you did before 2019, before Lethal Shadows?
Man. So I used to work in the IT field. I worked as a contractor for the military, and I installed communication systems or critical communication systems on military bases.
Wow, pretty intense stuff. And then you got into gaming. Now, Lethal Shadows gaming, how was that not taken in 2019? How was that not copywritten?
Actually, I've owned this for about 20 years. So this started as our guild name in World of Warcraft, and has evolved, and I've owned the name, I've owned the domain, I've owned it forever now. So between Lethal Shadows and Crit Like You Mean It, we've owned that for a very long time.
Now you also mentioned you can get your minis but you can also get them painted. Do you offer painting commission services as well, or is it just specifically for your minis?
Yeah, we do. Like I said, we're a full service shop, and we don't require you to do the full service with us. You can jump in at any stage and we'll do it for you. So whether it's just prototyping in 2D, doing a full 3D sculpt, or you have a mini that you want painted by us, you can send it in, we'll paint it for you. Or you can buy it from us and have it painted. So we'll do any stretch of that.
How do you price point that? Is it by size, time, scale?
Yeah, it's a mixture of size and complexity. That'll kind of guide the price.
And where can people find more information about your store and all your services and all these cool things you offer?
Yeah, so lethalshadows.com. It's going to be the main place to go. We're actually blessed to be carried in retail stores too. So Mox Boarding House and Zulu's, those guys are amazing. They've taken a shot with us and they're just great. So reach in, go into their store, if you see our stuff, enjoy it, check it out. Otherwise, go to lethalshadows.com.
What do you think is the biggest challenge for a small business like yourself to get into the market? Like you're talking about distribution, manufacturing with your dice. I mean, e-commerce, getting into retail stores. That's got to be a lot of work on your end.
It's an absolute ton of work. It's an absolute ton of work. We're a small family company, primarily it's my wife and I. So I do everything from manufacturing to contract negotiations to web design, fulfillment. So we do everything. I think the biggest hurdle is going to be the pitfalls in the industry, learning what all it takes to run the business legally and protect yourself in that way. And that's something that a lot of people kind of jump into as a hobby, turned into a side gig, and making that jump to being fully official, being insured, and having the right paperwork in place. That's going to be the key hurdle to overcome. And once you've got that, you can sleep well at night knowing that you're a legitimate business.
So what's the plan here? As you continue, you have a big presence here at PAX. So do you want to continue to grow? Are you going to make your own board games pretty soon? Are you going to go even higher in scale with the models?
So it's pretty interesting. Right now, this is a big landmark for us. This is the first time we've had a 20 by 20 booth. I've had this vision for a long time. We've executed it. Everyone's loving it. So this is a huge milestone for us. We are already doing 7 or 8 major shows a year. So we're traveling all over the country. I think the next step for us is going to be expanding our team a bit so that we can have more consistent releases. Right now we're releasing as we can between shows. Our backlog of models is 20,000 deep. Right now we have 1,500 models available online. We have 150 here, so 10% of that. But our backlog of models to process and list and price is about 20,000 deep. So expanding our team is going to be the next move for us to get more consistent models and and interacting with people on social media more. We have to decide whether we post on social media or we get more work done, right? And right now we're just working really hard to get more and more cool models out and not posting as much on social media as we'd like to.
Is it becoming difficult to run your company at the same time, having to travel? You mentioned expanding your team, but is it hard to juggle that creative side and the business side and the time management side?
Very difficult. As a matter of fact, on our site, if you go right now, you'll see we have a banner up saying, "Hey, we're currently at PAX West." We're still open for orders. We're going to be back in the shop on the 7th, so shop away, but know that we're going to be away. It is. We put a pause on everything when we're on the road because the team is at that show. So if you ever come visit us at a booth, know that the core team is there. The person who shipped your model, the person who wrote to you online, the person who printed and processed, everyone is here. That's how small of an operation we are right now. But we're hoping to grow and make it where we can make more shows. We can not pause our whole operation when we're at a show.